TCM.com/festival.
Well, I'm here with Amy Heckerling, and we're going to do the 80s, a step forward. And we're coming into this interesting time of Martha Coolidge and Susan Seidelman and yourself and Joan Micklin Silver. And everybody, it feels like, had a seat at the table.
I think a lot of what happened was also because there was what they used to call the baby moguls. Suddenly, there were these young people that had been very political and committed, and they were more into getting women involved in projects, and they started to have some power at the studios. That gave women a shot.
Our next film, Mrs. Soffel, directed by Gillian Armstrong, an Australian director. She did My Brilliant Career with Judy Davis. And this is an interesting film for me. On some levels, it works. On some levels, it's not quite there for me. I found that there's so much promise. The subject matter is incredible and weirdly timely about a prison matron, 1902, married to the warden who helps two prisoners escape. Sounds...
Yeah, imagine. I mean, and the fact that they're so seductive and that they're using that to get a female to help them. I mean, that's just crazy.
Yes, so in our modern context, I loved watching the film for that. I thought that Mel Gibson this is the prime of Mel Gibson.
The cutest human ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of like you're not sure how to feel about the film as a whole, but it's got some really sexy things in it.
It's grounded by Edward Herrmann.
Yeah.
Kind of perfectly cast. Boy, he can always play turn of the century. He just, so that grounds it for me. And Diane Keaton, I love the way she looks.
Yeah.
But I find her much more believable in the second half of the film than as the repressed wife.
Yeah, I mean, I kept thinking of her in Reds, which is roughly the same time period, and she looked so gorgeous in those clothes and the hair. Yeah. And in this one, they were a little like, poofy and curly, and it was just like, but you go, oh, she's supposed to be the religious, repressed woman.
Yes, but I thought that in the canon of Diane Keaton, this was a very interesting period for me to go back and watch her. Because it's always fun to watch a person's entire body of work and remember, as you said, oh, this was her Reds period, and and she followed it up, and what her experience was like, working with Gillian Armstrong. And Mel Gibson is really a secondary character, and I wonder again in our modern filmmaking if that would have been, when you think of the old Hollywood movies where it's Bette Davis is the star, and the man is in it, but he's really the secondary leading character.
And also what it must feel like to be doing a movie in Australia and with a strong female character, to have Judy Davis, and to just be, dealing with your own vision, and then to come to Hollywood. And here's the biggest star in Hollywood, and here's what a Hollywood movie will look like, and here's your Hollywood crew, and how that felt. Like, did she feel like she was having the freedom to really do a Gillian Armstrong movie, or was she going, okay, now I'm going to break into Hollywood, and what do I have to do?
Yes. Well, let's have a look at the film. From director Gillian Armstrong in 1984, here are Diane Keaton and Mel Gibson in Mrs. Soffel.